guys, it's Chad Sands Cowboy Hat giving you news you can use once again from a hotel room. And I know you're asking the question, where can you get this amazing shirt? Well, maybe I'll tell you in a minute. Sometimes I sit down and start talking to the camera and I think, it's like I've told this story before, like I just keep repeating myself, like over and over, just adding episodes and sequels to the same thing. It's kind of like that ambling juggernaut, which is the Star Wars franchise. Well, the Jussie Smollet story continues to add episode after episode to a story that really should have taken only about 30 minutes to tell. First, we had A New Hope for racial polarization, then The Empire Actor Strikes Back, and finally we have the return of the Jussie for our melanin-belaboring, subway-munching, bleached superhero of the woke left that has finally found himself having a spa day in the hot water he so richly deserves. That's right. It looks like Jussie's about to head to the big house, to the clink, up the river, the calaboose. And why does this Hollywood elite look to be spending time at Club Fed, you ask? Well, because he lies better than members of Congress, and because he cost the city of Chicago a ton of money and 2 tons of credibility by perpetuating a wild goose chase that could have been set to the music of the Benny Hill theme. 6 counts of disorderly conduct now hang like the noose that he conveniently wore for both style and comfort in the hour or two immediately following his dashing yet debunked Donnybrook with a couple of MAGA hat-wearing white dudes who were played so convincingly by 2 non-MAGA hat-wearing black dudes. I mean, who says theater is dead? Jussie Smollett is a tiny smudge in the corner of the gargantuan and mostly yellowed paper that is the American news in this past year, but it's worth noting that the thing he represents is much, much bigger. You see, what the radical left has tried and mostly succeeded in doing is painting a particular type of face on everyone who disagrees with them, namely people like me who lean a little more conservative than their ideological woke religion allows. The benefits of this are twofold. One, they get to turn you into a monster for not agreeing with them, and 2, and this is the most important part, they get to feel super good about themselves because at least they're not like you. It's a narcissistic, self-feeding mindset, and nowhere in the past year has it been better on display than with our Subway sandwich-eating brother from another mother. Now, you see, in a world where it actually takes some effort to put yourself in a situation where you're apt to meet the vanishingly few bigoted people in America out there, it's a lot easier to just make up a story about confronting them. I mean, after all, the media is going to lap it up like a dog with beer in his bowl, and who isn't going to believe you? Well, in this case, what the media got in its bowl was ironically antifreeze. And if you keep your eye out, you'll notice that most of them don't have a whole lot to say anymore about poor Jussie. They're just sort of hoping that this one's going to go away. And guess what? Unfortunately, it will, because stories always do. Now, Jussie, if you're out there listening, and I know you are, listen, it's looking like you might have a fair bit of time on your hands coming up real soon. So why don't you spend that part of it that you're not avoiding, or I should say maybe you're inviting, the advances of your fellow inmates, reflecting a little bit on what your motivation in life is. Because, dude, you're a millionaire actor with a cushy life. Do you really want to spend it pretending you're put upon, pretending that what's left of racial injustice in this country applies to you? I mean, if you want to help that cause instead of hurting it, when you get out of the joint, why don't you try doing some things that unite us and not divide us further? Because let me tell you, beating yourself up and pretending that Whitey did it just isn't your bag, man. You suck at this. So to the rest of you, don't be like Jussie Smollett. Be honest. Go out there and try to be uniters instead of dividers. And for the love of all that's holy, find a better sandwich place than Subway. I love y'all. God bless. Go to watchchad.com if you want to not be a Nancy, okay? And I'll give you a Facebook poke. There you go, from the hotel room.